everyone, Creature Run Guy here, coming at you with another Transformers review. And as Dark of the Moon comes ever so closer, my local retailer has finally arrived with the new Transformers. And today I'm going to bring you the first of the Dark of the Moon, with none other than Cyberverse Powerglide. Now first off, what is Cyberverse? Well, it's Hasbro's new little deal that says, collect the world. Okay. It's basically a bunch of mini-sized versions of characters we all know and love, like Bumblebee, Optimus, Ironhide, and they're about legends or class or cell size. And I guess the main point of them is just so you can have more little guys. I don't know. But as for this Powerglide, I'm not sure where he fits into the mix. See, he is Cyberverse, but he seems too big to be a Legends class, and he's also too small to be a Scout class. But he's basically the mini-bot, but I kind of like it that way. He's the mini-bot we all know and love, except now he's properly been Bay-formed. But let's take a closer look at this guy. Okay, so you see him sporting his two wicked-looking weapons. Let's take a look at these things. What's really cool about these weapons, though, especially, is that they turn into his weapons in both his robot mode and his alt mode as well. And they transform a bit, too. So you got this thing, which I think it's supposed to go like this. I don't know how it's supposed to go exactly in robot mode. But they, of course, are his missiles for the airplane. And then this one just kind of folds out like so. Then you got more missiles. But it folds in nicely like a pistol. I'm glad to see that they're bringing the pistols back. So here he is. Yeah, I mean, he just looks like Powerglide. First off, you can just look at him and say, hey, that's Powerglide. I mean, look at the face sculpt here. If we can get a focus on that, thank you. Look at that, mouth plate and everything, triangular shaped head. Yep, it's Powerglide. And with the wings, I know I should be getting angry about the wings being like that, because it is definitely kibble and it is definitely annoying. But they kind of need to be there because it does give him that personality, and once again, it looks like the G1 persona, so yeah, it just makes you know that's Powerglide. And there's basically no cheating either. See, this is his real cockpit, these are his real turbines, and these are his real, that's the real front of the airplane back there, but we'll try to ignore that. And on the feet here, they're pretty good. Oops. They can be kind of hard to transform though, especially being able to pick them out of there. But if you just press down on this little deal right here, you can move the whole assembly up like that and out. So you just gotta play around with it a little bit. But yeah. Are these not the tiniest hands you've ever seen in the world? They're so tiny. God, that's like super small. Now, like I said, I'm not sure how to classify this guy as either a Scout or Legend size, because next to old Hubcap here, he's a lot shorter than him, and he's definitely not in scale, seeing this is a 1940s car and this is like an A10 or something. So I'm not sure, but next to a Legends class guy figure also, he just doesn't look right either. So I'm not sure what to call this guy really. But I guess he could pass for a Legends class. He's sort of small enough. So we'll call him that for now. The posability on this guy is insane, especially for a Transformer of his ilk. I mean, you can put him on all kinds of moves, like running and shooting at the same time. Booyah! So yeah, this guy is an awesome little robot. I'd say he's probably one of the best Scout Legend classes I've ever seen, and he's also better than some Scout classes I've ever seen as well. So this is definitely a very, very good representation of a newly imagined character from old G1. But now, let's transform. Go! Go! Anyway, let's see what his plane mode looks like. So the transformation on this guy is surprisingly intricate, but when I say intricate, I don't mean like challenging or anything. But it will keep you busy for a few minutes, and that's just kind of the point. And when it's all said and done with, you're left with this very sweet plane. I'm not sure, but it might be an A10. I do know that it looks just like, a very modern version of the old Powerglide, and it really does work too. I mean, it's cute like the old G1 guy, but it's also kind of scary once you look at it close with all these spiky missiles and humongous turbines in the back. Gatling gun in the front of the nose, that works too. And oh look. Smallest landing gear I've ever seen. It does give him a bit of a height advantage over all the bigger fellas. So, Powerglide. Awesome. I'm not sure how I feel about the whole Cyberverse thing, but if it keeps giving us old characters that are in the new, old characters that are reimagined and actually would not see a release otherwise, then I say more power to it. So, I'm Creature Hunt Guy, this is Powerglide, and I definitely recommend you pick him up, because you will find him quite satisfying.